Okay, so this is the second time I've had to sew on a new zipper to my fleece jacket in the 15 years that I've owned it. It's a job that I did using the Speedy Stitcher right here. As you can see, there's a spring on it. I can't really decide whether I prefer the spring more than not using the spring. It's kind of a tough decision. I like them both. It's kind of nice to change up the feel with the sewing experience when I do it. Sometimes I don't mind pushing the fabric away from the needle, and sometimes it's kind of nice to have that spring tension against it that requires less effort. It's just a difference in how you work with the fabric. And this thick stuff, yeah, initially I started out the first half without the spring, so I had to push the fabric away manually, and then second half, to change that up, I used the spring, which automatically pushed it away, and that just changed up the tension, which changes up also, like, the muscles you have to use. I have to push a little harder with the needle into the fabric with the spring tension, whereas manually I don't have to, and then the opposite way with the same course. So it's a different, unique experience. And if you sew a lot, it's nice to change up that just style of sewing, just so you get a better overall experience with the sewing. So now I got a new zipper on my fleece jacket. Hopefully that'll last a few years. The last one lasted about 3 or 4 years. The original zipper that lasted the longest. Maybe because I didn't wear the fleece jacket as much. This fleece jacket has lasted a long time. I've had to do a few different sew jobs on it to repair it, but it keeps on holding up. These are minor repairs. The overall jacket is still holding up well enough. I've only, on the back of the neck it was falling apart. The stitching tends to fall apart. Stitching and the zipper tend to fall apart pretty easily. The fabric holds well, but to repair the stitching it requires a Speedy Stitcher and some time, and I can put it back into it's as good a condition as I can. The fabric may not be in the best quality though. It may not be as warming as it used to be. It's a lot more filled with maybe oils or something, and then fabric isn't as soft or as thick, so it's probably lost a lot of heating value, I'm thinking, than the way it was in its brand new condition. But it's a cover, at least. It's a barrier between the polyesters, the ripstops, just to have like a kind of a fabric as a barrier. Still it works well enough. It's like wearing socks for shoes. You don't want to. It's not very comfortable to wear direct leather on your skin. You want to have like a cloth barrier. And that's kind of what this fleece jacket serves as, is a nice cloth barrier that makes the wearing of other clothing more comfortable, and it's just a nice barrier from the elements too, of course. So I took the time out to put that together. I had to actually park under this the street light because I guess I maybe started the project too late. So I'm working under limited light conditions, as you can see, being hardly able to see anything. But it's enough to just to be able to see the thread go through the needle, at least. At least this street light, not all street lights, but this street light at least gives me enough light to finish out the job.